Hello there. So it seems there are plans for the Prime Minister to use a second letter to the EU Council to get round the Benn Surrender Act. In news that seems to have lit the Remainer blue touch paper, the Business Secretary Andrea Leadsom yesterday told ITV's Peston programme that it was absolutely reasonable for the Prime Minister Boris Johnson to follow up the Benn Surrender Act Article 50 extension request letter with another one cancelling it. This has been deemed by Remainer campaigners and lawyers as both unreasonable and unlawful, with the Shadow Brexit Secretary Keir Starmer tweeting out, "Andrea Leadsom's comments are neither the spirit nor the letter of the law. If there is no deal by the end of next week, the Prime Minister must ask for and accept an extension. One letter, no equivocation." But Starmer was quite happy, of course, to see the Speaker John Bercow ride a coach and horses through the House of Commons rules, wasn't he? And no one seems to care that Speaker Bercow was recently talking to the EU Parliament President about Brexit, do they? Anyway, any supplementary letter from Boris would be hauled straight off to the Supreme Court to be quashed, under the principle that the government cannot do anything that would frustrate an Act of Parliament. So unless it has some real legal weight behind it, that second letter would probably be a fruitless exercise and a waste of paper, ink and a stamp. But as they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Now the former Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt has re-entered the Brexit fray with a plea to the EU to negotiate with Boris. The Express reports that Jeremy Hunt has written to his former colleagues in the EU, urging them to negotiate with the UK. The former Foreign Secretary has hit out at Brussels for misunderstanding British politics and warns that a catastrophic failure in statecraft looms. He also issues a stern warning to EU chiefs and says, if they think this is bad, just wait until what happens after Boris wins an election. And that last bit about a general election is why I keep thinking that there could be more than enough Remainer MPs in the Commons who would either vote against an election or abstain so as to maintain their hold over the legislature. Remember, to hold an election, they need 434 MPs to actually vote for it. I think it would take a concerted effort by the Tories and Labour to push through an Act of Parliament to either amend the Fixed Term Parliament Act or to order a one-off election. But here's the thing. Once such a motion was placed before Parliament, the Remainer MPs could end up amending the bills in any number of unhelpful ways, like inserting the need for a second EU referendum, etc. Now, you will of course have heard the news from the BBC that the UK economy shrank by 0.1% in August, won't you? But the real indicator is the 3-month rolling GDP figure, which shows that GDP increased by 0.3% in the 3 months to August. And the consensus amongst pundits seemed to be that the UK is on course to possibly dodge a Brexit recession. This will also take the pressure off of the Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee to look at cutting interest rates to boost the economy, which is a far cry from the European Central Bank that was forced to recently cut the deposit rate back further below 0% and restart its quantitative easing programme to pump cash into the Eurozone economy. But it's not all plain sailing for the UK economy. Manufacturing is still struggling. But it seems that our economy is being boosted by TV and film production. As you can see from the graph, using the baseline of 100 from July to September 2017, the UK services industry has been growing steadily. But over the last year or so, the UK motion picture industry has been doing rather well. So, if you want to get on, it's dust off that old camcorder and lights, camera, action. Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. And thank you very much for watching.